After my parents died, my older brother became my legal guardian. He told me they left nothing but debt. He worked 2 jobs to keep a roof over our heads, making me quit soccer to get a job at 16 to help. 10 years later, I found the truth in a safety deposit box. My parents left a $750,000 life insurance policy. My brother stole it all, bought a lake house, and told everyone I was a reckless kid who drained the family funds. When I was 15, our parents died in a car accident. My brother, Jason, was 25. He sat me down and said the lawyers found a mountain of debt. The house had to be sold to pay it off. He said he'd take care of me, but we had to be a team. I was grieving and trusted him completely. He got a second job at a warehouse. He came home exhausted. At 16, he said money was too tight. I need you to step up, Ben. Be a man. I quit the soccer team and got a job bagging groceries. I gave him my paycheck every week. He'd pat my shoulder and say, "This is what family does." I lived like that for years. Working, going to community college at night, always broke. Always grateful to Jason for his sacrifice. Meanwhile, he bought a new truck. He said it was a lease for work. He took vacations. He said he won them through a work incentive program. The turning point was my 25th birthday. I was finally on my feet with a real job. At a family BBQ, Jason's drunk friend slapped me on the back and said, "Your brother really set you straight, huh? After you blew through all that cash as a kid, he really saved your sorry butt." I was confused. What cash? The friend went pale and shut up, but the seed was planted. I hired a private investigator. It took him a week to find it. My parents had a hefty life insurance policy. The payout was $750,000. My brother was the sole beneficiary listed as the older adult. The money was deposited into an account he opened 2 months after the funeral. 6 months later, he paid cash for a lake house 2 states over, a house I'd never seen. He hadn't worked 2 jobs out of necessity. He'd done it to keep up the act. My paychecks? Pure profit for him. He had stolen my entire inheritance and my childhood, then made me thank him for it. I didn't confront him. I collected every piece of evidence. The insurance policy, the bank records, the property deed. I went to the best civil litigation lawyer I could find. We didn't sue him right away. First, I took out a massive loan against my own good credit. With that cash, I made a full-price cash offer on his precious lake house, through a blind LLC so he wouldn't know it was me. Desperate for money after years of not really working, and tempted by the huge quick profit, he sold it. The day the sale closed, I showed up at his doorstep. I handed him a lawsuit for the full $750,000, plus 10 years of interest and emotional distress. The evidence was all there. I also handed him a photo of his now-sold lake house, with me holding the new keys. "You have 2 choices," I said. "You can fight this in court, where I will show everyone, your friends, your job, your new girlfriend, exactly what kind of man you are. Or you can sign over the entire proceeds from the lake house sale to me right now, which just about covers the principal you stole. I'll consider the interest paid by the life you've lived for the last decade." He was terrified of being exposed. He signed. The money was wired to me. I paid off my loan and put the rest into investments my parents would have wanted for me. I didn't stop there. I created a simple website with a timeline, the story of my inheritance. I posted the scanned documents, the policy, the bank transfers, the deed. I sent one link to every single person in our family, every one of his friends, and his employer. His reputation was obliterated overnight. He lost his girlfriend. He became a social pariah. Now, I have my money. More importantly, I have my life back. I went back and got my degree. I travel. I have peace. My brother lives in a small apartment, alone, working a job he hates. Everyone knows what he did.